Welcome back to the Jesse Tree Advent series. Today is the 13th day of Advent, or December 13th. We are marking our way from Adam and Eve all the way down to Jesus, one day at a time for 25 days. Today we're going to talk about one of the most amazing characters of the Bible that we get to meet from a small boy, and we get to hear all of his great tales all the way up until he is a mighty, mighty king.
God told Samuel to go to the home of a man called Jesse, who lived in Bethlehem. God had chosen one of Jesse's sons to become the next king. When Samuel arrived at Jesse's home, all the sons came in to share a meal. Samuel spoke to each son in turn. Each time he thought, surely this must be the chosen one. But each time God said, no, it is not important what a person looks like. What matters is what they are like inside. One by one, God rejected the 7 sons in front of Samuel. Samuel was puzzled. He asked Jesse if he had any more sons. Yes, said Jesse. There is the youngest, David. He is out in the fields looking after the sheep. Samuel asked Jesse to send for David. As soon as the boy walked in, God said to Samuel, this is the chosen one. Samuel poured oil on David's head to show that God had chosen him to be king. After Samuel had gone, David continued to look after his father's sheep. Wild animals often attacked the flock. David learned to be skillful with a sling and to scare away hungry bears and lions. God loved David and was always with him after Saul died. David became the king of Israel, but life was not going to be easy for him. People who had supported Saul did not support David. The Philistines, too, were always waiting for a chance to return to the country. More than anything, David wanted to conquer the city of Jerusalem so that he could take the ark, the sacred box of God's laws, there. When at last David did capture the city of Jerusalem, the people celebrated with music and dancing. There were wonderful feasts, and gifts were offered to God. Best of all, David made Jerusalem God's city, and he set about building a royal palace there.
David will be a flawed human being, but he will be God's chosen one. And he will have a great kingdom, and he will take Jerusalem back for God. And he will do many, many wonderful things for God because David loves God very, very much. So today, if you'd like to make a Jesse tree ornament, make a crown. I made mine out of felt. You can make yours out of construction paper or anything else that you might have on hand. And when you hang this on your tree, let it remind you of God's kingdom. And that one day we will all get to be in God's kingdom. And what a wonderful, wonderful place that will be. How about a prayer for today? Jesus, tender shepherd, hear me. Bless your little lamb tonight. Through the darkness, please be near me. Keep me safe till morning light. Amen.